The creations of artist Trevor Henderson have captivated and unsettled audiences worldwide, blending the line between fiction and the eerie unknown that lurks in the corners of human experience. And this is Trevor Henderson Monsters Explained. Siren Head, the silent stalker of the wilderness. Siren Head stands as one of Trevor Henderson's most iconic creations, a towering figure at 12 meters. Its skeletal frame draped in mummified flesh that resembles rusted metal. Its head, a grotesque pole topped with two sirens adorned with teeth, broadcasts an array of sounds: radio static, white noise, and distorted human voices. This ability to manipulate technology and mimic voices marks it as an ambush predator, one that lures victims into its grasp with deceptive familiarity. The creature is said to haunt rural landscapes, its first documented sighting occurring in 1966 during a family's vacation in Arizona. While the transcript notes they survived, the implication lingers. Not all encounters end so fortunately. Ancient cave paintings hint at a far older existence, suggesting Siren Head may predate modern civilization, a relic of a time when humanity feared the unseen forces of nature. Its camouflage, blending with trees or streetlights, and silent, lightning-fast movement amplify its terror. Despite its teeth, it does not consume food in a conventional sense, leading to theories that it sustains itself through other means, perhaps transforming its victims into something like itself. The eerie realism of Siren Head lies in its connection to unexplained phenomena. Reports of strange noises emanating from forests, unattributable to wildlife or machinery, have surfaced over decades, such as the mysterious Taos hum in New Mexico or the unexplained broadcasts picked up by shortwave radios. Could Siren Head be an artistic manifestation of these enigmas, a being that thrives in the isolation of the wilderness, waiting for the unwary? Sea Eater, the titan of the deep. Unlike most of Henderson's creations, Sea Eater originates from a fan on his subreddit, yet its scale and horror rival any official monster. This colossal sea entity towers at 5 kilometers, with a width of 4.5 kilometers and a length of 25 kilometers. Its perpetually open mouth, muscular physique, and cyan-hued, water-based skin evoke an extraterrestrial presence, while its arms, formed from the corpses of dead sea creatures, propel it through the oceans at speeds of 1.069 kilometers per hour. Residing in the Pacific, Indian, and Atlantic Oceans, with rare ventures to the Arctic Circle, Sea Eater's first sighting allegedly occurred in 1923 off Daytona Beach, Florida, just before a deadly tidal wave. The timing raises unsettling questions. Was this creature a harbinger of destruction? Or did it merely exploit the chaos? Its sheer size defies comprehension, suggesting it could displace entire ecosystems with its movements, a living catastrophe beneath the waves. The Angel, a cryptic visitor from beyond. The Angel presents a more enigmatic threat, its skeletal, humanoid form twisted with branch-like appendages and a cracked, skull-like head staring through hollow eye sockets. Its body, a disturbing fusion of flesh and bone, features a secondary ribcage resembling inverted tentacles, enabling it to cling to walls and expand across surfaces. Its size shifts unpredictably, appearing human-sized in some images and towering over buildings in others. A shapeshifter whose true nature remains elusive. Captions accompanying Henderson's images suggest the Angel repeatedly visits a specific individual, delivering cryptic messages or warnings. This relentless pursuit evokes a sense of inescapable dread, as if it binds itself to its chosen target across time and space. Little is known of its origins or purpose, but its presence feels otherworldly, a being that straddles the line between physical and ethereal. The Angel's unsettling aura recalls real-world accounts of shadowy figures or recurring apparitions. Historical reports, such as the Mothman sightings in Point Pleasant, West Virginia, between 1966 and 1967, linked to the Silver Bridge collapse, share a similar vibe, a strange entity tied to impending doom. While fictional, the Angel taps into this archetype, suggesting a watcher from beyond whose intentions are as inscrutable as they are ominous. Long Horse, the benevolent enigma. In contrast to its peers, Long Horse offers a rare glimmer of hope within Henderson's mythos. Its form, a horse's skull atop an infinitely twisting series of vertebrae, adorned with sparse black hair, defies physics, generating or retracting segments at will. It moves through teleportation, enters dreams, and foretells disasters, acting as a protector of humanity. Its scent of cinnamon and acceptance of apples, which blacken and wither upon contact, add a strange, almost ritualistic layer to its existence. Long Horse's benevolence sets it apart, a guardian in a world of predators. Its ability to alter dreams and warn of danger suggests a deep connection to the human psyche. A silent ally against the horrors it coexists with. Yet, its appearance remains unnerving, a reminder that even kindness can wear a terrifying mask. Real-world parallels might include folklore of protective spirits, such as the Native American thunderbird, said to warn of storms, unexplained dreams preceding disasters, like those reported before the 1906 San Francisco earthquake, echo Long Horse's role, hinting at a subconscious awareness of unseen forces. Its presence offers comfort, yet its alien nature ensures it remains a mystery. Bridge Worm, the lurker beneath. Bridge Worm embodies the terror of the overlooked, a worm-like entity that dwells beneath bridges and overpasses. Its long, 9-foot arms end in flexible, bone-like fingers, but its most striking feature is the flap of flesh masking its true face, a horrifying grin of 36 human-like teeth and misaligned eyes. This false face lures victims into a false sense of security, only for the creature to strike with nocturnal precision. Believed to mature into highway worms, losing limbs but retaining their predatory cunning. Bridge worms thrive in the shadows of human infrastructure. Their ability to disguise themselves taps into primal fears of the familiar turning hostile. A predator hidden in plain sight. The concept resonates with real-world urban legends, such as the black-eyed children, reported near bridges and tunnels, or the 1980s tales of creatures beneath New York City's subway system. While fictional, Bridge Worm amplifies the unease of passing through liminal spaces, those forgotten corners where something might be watching. Anxious Dogs, the relentless hunters. Anxious dogs stretch the definition of dog to its breaking point. These creatures, with elongated limbs and stealthy agility, are formidable hunters, overpowering prey with speed and strength. Their stingers deliver excruciating pain, doubling as both weapon and intimidation, while their high-pitched, frantic laughter, emitted from gills rather than mouths, adds a layer of psychological horror. Despite their aggression, rare instances of positive interaction suggest a flicker of intelligence. Their silent movement and relentless pursuit evoke a predator unbound by natural limits, a nightmare born from the fringes of evolution. The laughter, described as compulsive, hints at a mind fractured by its own existence, trapped in a cycle of instinct and torment. Real-world connections might include reports of unidentified creatures in remote areas, like the chupacabra sightings in the 1990s, or the eerie howls heard in the forests of the Pacific Northwest. Anxious dogs amplify the fear of encountering something that defies classification, a hunter that sees humanity as prey. Fetid King, the digital plague. Fetid King introduces a modern twist to Henderson's roster, a skeletal entity with a wooden, unevenly spiked crown, its face a gaping maw within an open skull. It acts as a virus, infecting digital devices and corrupting them with an image titled kingbebirth.jpg. This image multiplies, distorts with chromatic aberration, and eventually reveals the creature staring directly at the viewer, accompanied by ominous error messages. Its victims face destruction as it breaches the physical world through technology. The Fetid King's method of attack, using devices as a gateway, taps into contemporary anxieties about technology's omnipresence. Its true means of killing remain unknown, but the implication is dire, a force that transcends screens to claim lives. Real-world parallels include the 2010 Stuxnet virus, which physically damaged machinery, or the countless reports of hacked devices displaying disturbing content. Fetid King embodies the dread of a digital age where the boundary between virtual and real collapses. A predator born from humanity's own creations. Cartoon Cat, The shape-shifting nightmare. Cartoon Cat closes the roster as a towering, slender entity with a malleable, cat-like form reminiscent of a cartoon character. Its bloodshot eyes, crooked teeth, and grotesque flexibility belie its ability to disguise itself as a harmless mascot. Yet, its true nature is parasitic and violent, thriving on chaos in abandoned spaces like malls, where even other monsters avoid it. Resistant to harm and possibly immortal, it manipulates audiovisual devices and may draw power from belief itself. Cartoon Cat's omnipotence within Henderson's mythos suggests a metaphysical threat, a being that could challenge deities. Its presence in desolate locations evokes the eerie silence of forgotten places, where the past festers into something alive and malevolent. Real-world echoes include the 1980s Satanic Panic, where cartoons were rumored to hide sinister messages, or the abandoned malls of America, often described as haunted. Cartoon Cat crystallizes the fear of innocence corrupted, a nightmare that lingers long after the screen goes dark. Trevor Henderson's monsters are more than mere fiction. They are windows into the fears that have haunted humanity across time. The wilderness, the deep, the familiar turned hostile, and the unseen forces that defy understanding. While rooted in imagination, their ties to real-world mysteries, unexplained sounds, maritime disasters, shadowy figures, and digital anomalies lend them an unsettling weight. As of March 30, 2025, these creations continue to evolve, their stories whispered in the dark, leaving us to wonder, what if the shadows hold more than we dare to see? Don't forget to like, share and subscribe to Peter the Explainer.